right, as well, we're in the book of Jasher, chapter 41, and we're going to read verse 6. All right, check it out. He said, and when Joseph saw the strength of his brother, hold on. Yeah, and when Joseph saw the strength of his brethren and their greatness, he praised them and extolled them. But he ranked himself greater than them and extolled himself above them. And Jacob, his father, also loved him more than any of his sons, for he was the son of his old age. And through his love toward him, he made him a coat of many colors. So, see, that's Joseph with the coat of many colors, right? So Jacob, he loved Joseph because he was the son of his old age. And Rebekah was barren. And the Most High blessed her, and she conceived. See, it's a blessing to be able to conceive. See, but she conceived and had Joseph. And Joseph, see, he was having dreams. You know what I'm saying? He was having these dreams. That's why they say he put himself above them, because in his dreams, they was bowing to him. And those reasons for it, and it caused the brothers of Joseph to have hatred in their heart towards him. And Joseph was sold by his brothers into slavery, to the Midianites. And the Midianites sold him to the Egyptians. Joseph, he went to the king's house when he was in Egypt, and Pharaoh, he set Joseph over the land. But see, it didn't just start off as him just going right to the Pharaoh's house. He went to another man at Israel's house, a high-ranking official man, and he worked in his house, as overseer in his house. And his wife came unto Joseph, and Joseph, he denied the woman, because he was righteous to Yahawah, But Joseph, since he denied the woman turned against Joseph and lied to his master about him, and said he was coming on to her when she was coming on to him. But it's caused his master, he put him in the dungeon, right? And he was in the dungeon for a long time, the dungeon of his master, But we're going to show you what happened to Joseph, because, actually, we're going to go into, Joseph was in the dungeon, waiting on the Most High to bring him out, But Pharaoh, he had a baker. It was two men that Pharaoh also put in the dungeon. They had dreams, and Joseph interpreted their dreams through the, the Most High is who really interpret the dreams, but he used Joseph to interpret the dreams. And time still went on, and they finally told Pharaoh about Joseph after Pharaoh had dreams, and no one could interpret the dreams. So the chief baker, he came to Pharaoh and he told him of Joseph, and the Pharaoh, he inquired of Joseph, and Pharaoh had his men bring Joseph to him, right? So Joseph could try to interpret this dream, right? And Joseph, he ended up telling him, it's up to it's up to Yahawah to interpret the dream. Yahawah is going to interpret this dream, but through Joseph, right? So Pharaoh told Joseph his dream. And then Joseph interpreted the dream, and in the sight of Pharaoh, the interpretation was good. And Pharaoh set Joseph above everyone in the land, The only way that Pharaoh was higher than Joseph is if he was actually in his seat as king, right? But other than that, Joseph was king of the land, right? And we're gonna go to the book of Genesis, and we're gonna go to chapter 41 to show this, to show Pharaoh crowned Joseph over the land of Egypt, right? All right. So now we're at Genesis 41, chapter 41, verse 41, right? Here we go. Genesis 41, and we're at verse 41, right? He said, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his signet ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand. And he arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a chain about his neck. And he made him ride in the second chariot which he had. And they cried before him a breck. And he set him over the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hands or foot in all of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zachnath-Paneah, and he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joseph went over the land of Egypt.